Okay, welcome back to Elder Scrolls. Let's continue where we stopped.
Friend or foe, declare yourself. No one will harm the abbot, not while I draw breath.
I've come to help. I'm afraid Brother Hakam is dead.
And I have more terrible news. Those damned outlaws cast a sleeping spell on Abbot Duroc. I can't wake him. He came down here for this scroll of summoning, said it would stop the biggest fire. I just hope it's worth what it cost.
Would this scroll of return help? I found it on Brother Hakam.
Azura praise his foresight. This will get us back to the Abbey. Duroc said this scroll of summoning should be read near the largest fire in the field. Please, take it and use it there. I'll meet you at the Abbey when you're done.
Okay. Where's the large fire? Is that the one we tried to put out? Yeah, this one right here, right? The hell? Summon the storm Archonok with thunder and rain clouds. It's funny.
Set it ablaze! An Atronach. Simply amazing. Duroc, you were right, my friend. You were right.
How's Abbot Duroc?
He's still under a sleep spell. But I've learned something. The Midnight Union wanted us to panic. The attack, the fires, they were just a diversion. While we were distracted, they entered the Abbey and stole the Dream Shard. You must awaken Abbot Duroc. He'll know how to get the Dream Shard back. Talk to our healer, Frizweir. He's inside, tending to the abbot.
Okay, I'll do what I can.
Can't create more dreamless potions without the Dream Shard. Without those potions, we, and the king, are vulnerable to the supernal dreamers.
So, what is a dream shard?
The Dream Shard is a priceless relic, a literal piece of Azura's realm of moon shadow. With it, we can distill water from the Cave of Dreams into dreamless potions. Without that shard, we can't make any more of them.
So why do you need these dreamless potions?
We use them to protect ourselves from nightmare attacks by our enemies, the supernal dreamers. Since we don't dream, we're not vulnerable to dream magic. We also send them to the king and his counselors. Another reason we're tolerated here.
You mean King Emmerich will be vulnerable now as well?
Exactly. So you see how important it is to recover the Dream Shard. The safety of the realm is at stake. You're the one who helped save our fields. Listen, I may have discovered the source of Durok's affliction.
So how can we awaken him?
It won't be easy. The spell enthralling the abbot traps him in sleep and forces him to dream. It's a clever spell, since the Spirit Wardens can't enter his dream. In fact, we can't dream at all.
Why can't you dream?
We drink dreamless potions nightly. That's why we're immune to dream attacks from our enemies, the supernal dreamers. As of now, you're the only person in Pariah Abbey who can dream. The only one who can save Durok.
So how can I save your abbot?
We have another potion we rarely use, a dream stride potion. It'll put you into a dreaming sleep. Then I can merge your mind with Abbot Durok's. You must find him in his dream, figure out what holds him there, and awaken him.
Okay, let's find what's going on here.
Durok, you say we betrayed you, but the Spirit Wardens and the Midnight Union were never allies.
Indeed. We serve two very different mistresses. Our dream is your nightmare. Welcome to the new world, Abbot.
You're no dream spirit. You're real. Can you help me? Our allies have betrayed us. The Midnight Union are now enemies, and I failed to see it coming.
Well, wake up.
I can't, my child. These chains bind me to my nightmare. However, it's still my dream. So I know one of the Midnight Union men outside carries the key to my chains. Slay them until you find it. Don't hesitate or fear. They're only dream spirits.
So they're not real then?
In this dream state, only you and I are real. And I'm only really certain of myself.
Frank, no! Go around!
Did you find the key?
Yep, here it is.
Good. Once I've removed these chains, we'll awaken. Speak with me again in the waking world.
Without you, I'd still be trapped in that dream. Now we must work together to stop this threat to Stormhaven.
So tell me about the threat.
You saw my dream. Clearly, Vermina's cult, the Supernal Dreamers, is behind this betrayal by the Midnight Union. The outlaws of the Union took the Dream Shard, but I fear it's for Vermina's evil purposes. We must recover it. I don't look forward to informing the king about this, but we must let him know as soon as possible. He will not be pleased.
Why?
King Emmerich must be informed that without the Dream Shard, we won't be able to supply him the dreamless potions that protect him from the Supernal Dreamers. His Majesty might reward the one who brings him word of this. Would you do it?
Okay.
Seek out the king in Wayrest and give him the news. He must know as soon as possible.
So where were Count Hosni and Lady Aldima in your dream?
Mine was a nightmare of betrayal, and they are among my betrayers. Count Hosni was betrothed to our sister Sophia before he met Lady Aldima. And there is another reason.
What is that?
It's an open secret that Count Hosni commands the Midnight Union. We thought him our friend.
Let's take a look at Caldwell's almanac here. Where do we have to go to find the king? Are you kidding me?
Please, you have to help me. The Midnight Union. No. Take these poultices.
Yeah, I just run past that one because it's a side quest I just want to complete quickly and move on.
From the side!
I don't see any wounded. I might just abandon this side quest.
May Azura bless you for all your days.
Well, she hasn't done much for us, and we've been helping her all the way.
You will always be welcome at the Abbey.
It was a trap. They knew we would come.
Yeah. Just lay back down and relax.
May Azura bless you for all your days.
I saw many of my fellow wardens make it to safety. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, that was just a cheap side quest. I just wanted to complete it. Got one thief point. We're gonna go back to the lover and put it in tenacity. But
Ah, you've come from Pariah Abbey, haven't you? Don't worry about giving me the bad news. I'm already expecting the worst.
well, the dream shard has been stolen by the Midnight Union.
Really? I heard rumors of chaos at the Abbey, but I had hoped they weren't true. The Midnight Union's never really been a problem. I mean, sure, they engage in a little smuggling and gambling, but this, it just doesn't make sense.
So what do you think we should do?
Well, We need to go straight to the source. The Midnight Union does nothing without the approval of Count Hosni at Tura. I can't imagine him being behind this, but one never knows. Hosni has a walled estate on the shore to the west of here.
How do I get in?
Strangely enough, the man has apparently chosen this same time to have a betrothal celebration, and I happen to have an invitation I won't be using. Go in my stead and talk to Hosni. Find out if he knows anything about the Dream Shard.
Okay, we'll do that. First, how far out do we have to go?
This work never ends.
Yeah, let's get our right upgrade. This is a carpenter. Where's the horse stable?
So much to do, so little time.
If you're in the market,
Let's increase our carrying capacity.
They took him. They took everyone.
What is this? A world boss. Yeah, we will try to do that. We'll do that one solo. But, not now. When we go on another world boss tour, we'll take on that boss. Let's just get this way shrine. Put it on the map.
Go no further till you've spoken with me.
I go wherever I want. Let's discover this tower. There's a delve down here that needs to be discovered. And there's a stone here. But before we do that, what's this? Why is the knife glowing? Doesn't say anything. The Tower of Adamant. By Remhouse builder Bard's College Solitude. There is nothing like the Durrani Tower anywhere in Skyrim, except for High Hrothgar itself. Unlike the Great Mountain, which is a thing of nature, the tower is a structure, but one not constructed by men or mer, if the legends speak true, but by the Daedra themselves. It rises stark and sheer from the high center of Balfera Island in the Iliac Bay, where it has stood since the dawn of time itself. Adamantine Tower is called for the unknown ageless material for which it was built, and Tower Zero as the edifice that predates all other buildings on Mundus. The Durrani High Elves have ruled Balfera since the beginning of the First Era. In common parlance, the tower bears their name, though they can claim only the construction of the more recent keep that clusters around the tower's base. Who is responsible for delving the catacombs beneath the keep is a matter of debate with no definitive consensus. I have not consulted with the High Elves of Alinor, who has, but the noble Crawdon Elden Antiquariat of the Durrani deigned to answer a few questions. According to him, the tower was erected in the Dawn Era when the gods met to decide the fate of Mundus. At its apex, Oriel, the great god of the Aldmeri, slew the trickster Loken, impaled his heart on an arrow, and launched it across the world. The heart merely laughed and lived on. The Aedra then withdrew from the affairs of Mundus, leaving behind the tower of the Durrani to discover and take for their own. What secrets do they find there? What have they concealed to this day? Whatever the secrets may be, the Durrani didn't reveal them to this humble Nord architect. However, secrets there must be, for I took sight and angle measurements of the Durrani Tower from the 8 points of the campus. According to my calculations, and given the known characteristics of all available materials, building an edifice of its proportions should not be possible. Alright, let's get back to what we were doing.
Count Hosni is in residence, but no one gets into the party without an invitation.
Yeah, here's the invitation.
Let me see. This is a platinum-level invite. The Count says you get to come and go as you please. That's more leeway than he usually gives his guests these days.
So, where can I find Count Hosni?
He's in the manor with his betrothed, Lady Edema. Tonight's festivities have already resulted in 4 deaths. Better hurry.
So I can die too.
Well, an unfamiliar face. I'm certain I didn't invite you. What's your business here?
Count Hosni, we haven't met, but from what I hear, you could use someone like me at your side.
Is that so? We'll see. Tell you what, I've got a task that needs doing, but it might get ugly. Take care of it for me, and you're in. Now, let's see. I gather you want a piece of the Midnight Union's action. As for me, I have a family situation that needs to be sorted out. That's where it might get ugly.
So what do you need me to do?
I want you to get the family signet ring. My father refuses to hand it over, in protest at my involvement with Edema. That ring should be my engagement gift. That and all it bestows. Get it for me, and I'll give you whatever you ask.
Where's your father?
I've put him for safekeeping in the guest house across the courtyard. I'd welcome him at our celebration, but he spurns us. Even a son can stand only so much.
Okay, I'll ask him for the ring.
See that you succeed. My beloved doesn't like failure, and insists that I punish it severely.
This is an unusual betrothal party.
My betrothed is an unusual woman. She challenges me, drives me to excel. She guides and strengthens me. And I find I've acquired her stimulating taste for bloodshed. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her.
She is not a nice one, then.
I know you. You're the meddler from Pariah Abbey. I don't care, so long as you amuse us more than the other guests. Quite frankly, they're gutless and feeble.
I thought I was invited to help celebrate your betrothal.
And so we shall, in our own special way. But first, I believe Count Hosni has some tasks for you.
Ooh, I'd love to gut her. And just rip her apart.
Hey, are you buying?
Did my son send you? Or are you just one of his feckless doomed guests?
He sent me for the signet ring.
Really? Did he tell you why he wants it? The signet proves ownership of our estate. Once he has the ring, my wife and I can be disposed of. So what did he buy you with?
Hosni's stolen a relic called the Dream Shard. I intend to get it from him.
So the story is true then? Well, I hope you succeed, but not at the cost of our lives. Hosni only spares me because I've hidden the ring. If he kills me, he'll never find it. But I fear his next step will be to threaten my wife, Sorali.
Can't you protect her?
Hosni has separated us. He's put Sorali in the summer house above the beach. Go there. Make sure she's safe. and tell her about the Dream Shard. She and Hosni were quite close. If anyone would know where he'd keep such a relic, it's a raleigh.
So where's the summer house?
Turn right outside my door and go to the west gate. Then just follow the path along the bluff to the summer house.
So how do I know you're telling me the truth?
You'll just have to trust your instincts. I think you know the difference between an honest man and one who's gone mad. You want the Dream Shard. I want to know my wife is safe. Let's help each other.
Good for me. Alright, let's take a break. We'll be right back.